Yo. Yo, what the heck is this? Wow. Are you guys seeing this? What's going on, Flash Mob? Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I went on Facebook Marketplace to go buy a new iPhone and got absolutely scammed. This is not clickbait. I'm going to tell you about what went down, how you can hopefully prevent it from happening from you, and something fun. Compare the fake to the real iPhone. Run the intro. Really quickly, if this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. I'm all about helping you turn your passion into a paycheck. If that's the kind of thing that you're into, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. So let me tell you guys a story. For anybody that knows me knows that I had an Android phone for probably the last 8 or 9 years. And I mean, I loved it. There was nothing wrong with it. Did everything I needed to do. I liked the Note series, so it had the S Pen, had really good cameras, like everything about it was pretty good. But then my cousin came over with the iPhone 12 Pro Max and he showed me a few things, just the screen, how well it moves around, and he showed me how it integrates with the watch and how the AirPods connect and how that works, and a little bit about the fitness and everything else. And I just started to think about it and I'm like, yo, this is actually pretty good now. I took the iPhone 12 Max Pro and put it beside my Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, and I was like, man, there's really no difference in terms of the resolution or the size and all that kind of stuff. Like, they're pretty much the same. And I said to myself, well, I really love my iPad. I have a MacBook Pro. I just got the iMac. So I mean, maybe it's time that I can take the phone a little seriously and just complete the entire ecosystem. So I started looking at the prices for phones and the watch and the AirPods and everything, and I was like, well, damn, this is pretty expensive. So I did what I do naturally, and that's go on Kijiji or Facebook Marketplace and just see how the prices compare. And to be honest with you, I was able to find some pretty good prices on the iPhone, and this is kind of where the story started getting bad. Now, I'm not naive or anything. I think I do a pretty good job in asking the right questions, you know, like serial number, the IMEI number, where'd you get it, all these kind of things, just why are you selling it, like all these kind of little things just to kind of help you figure out if this is a good deal or not, or if it's a fake. And I mean, the girl that I was talking to was pretty straightforward and really responsive and all that kind of stuff. So I'm like, hey, you know what, maybe this is a good deal here. So the person that I connected with, her name was Kay. Like that was an actual name on her Facebook thing. K with 2 Y's. Like I said, she was really good at responding. She showed me pictures. She gave me the IMEI number, serial number, everything checked out, searched it on the website, and boom, it was good to go. Authentic iPhone, everything looked good. She told me that her dad owned a cell phone store that shut down during the pandemic, so they just had a bunch of phones in inventory that they're just privately selling now on Facebook and Kijiji. So great, I checked it out, everything's checked out, and I said, you know what, let's meet up. She said to come down to 7015 Yonge Street, and then said, never mind, come down to 4936 Yonge Street because it's closer to the highway, it's easier for you. The reason why I'm telling you guys the addresses of where they told me to come is that if you decide to go on Facebook Marketplace or Kijiji or whatever, and these addresses come up, you know what time it is. Matter of fact, if you do connect with this person and they give you that address, connect with me. I'm coming. We're gonna go down there and meet them together. So I went down there, met with the girl, showed me the phone. It was still fully sealed and like, you know how Apple does their packaging and all that kind of stuff. So it looked legit, like everything looked good. And she handed me a receipt and she's like, yeah, so yeah, the phone's brand new, never been opened, la da 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 da, yada yada yada, whatever. Like, cool. So I gave her the money. I'm like, okay, nice. I got an iPhone now. So I opened it up, did the whole unboxing, checked it out. I'm like, yeah, this looks good. And I got the gold one. I'm like, yeah, this looks good. Let's do this. Then I turned it on and I was like, yo, wait. Something doesn't seem right here. And this is what I got. I mean, from first glance, again, it looks like a pretty legit iPhone. Everything looks good, the gold color, like, cool. Turn it on, you look at the screen, like, okay, like, I mean, that's pretty normal. swipe up, and then, I mean, that's where everything just started falling apart. From the moment that I unlocked the phone and I started swiping through it to just see the different apps and things, like, I knew something was wrong. So the first thing I noticed was that the apps looked kind of weird. And when I started tapping on it and trying to swipe and scroll and all that kind of stuff, it just felt really shaky and awkward. It wasn't smooth and fluent like I would expect from an iPhone or like my iPad or something. It was really, really, really off. Second thing that I noticed is that when I tried to tap the screen to turn it on, it wouldn't turn on, like the sleep mode. The only way the phone activated was when I hit the side power button. Third thing that I noticed right away was that the phone came preloaded with apps like WhatsApp and YouTube and, get this, the Google Play Store. I can't make this up. The Google Play Store was preloaded into a brand new iPhone. At this point I was like, nah, bruh, this is not a legit iPhone. And I went back to the conversation that I had with the girl on Facebook Marketplace, and I tried to hit her up like, yo, what the F is this? And by the time I checked it out and I tried to go and say something to her, she already removed herself from the chat and blocked me on Facebook Marketplace. And at that point, I just sat back in my chair and was just like, this, I could not believe it. I was sitting there looking at this fake ass phone and saying to myself, wow, I really bought a fake iPhone with no way to get my money back. My first instinct was to just smash the phone, but I was like, no, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna use this experience to teach others on how to not make this happen to them. So there were a few red flags that I should have paid more attention to. So the first thing that I should have paid attention to was her telling me that her dad had a store that went under during the pandemic. The second thing was her giving me a receipt for the full price of the iPhone. So let's look at this from a logic standpoint. If your dad owns a cell phone shop, right? Why would you be giving me a receipt for the full price of the phone? There's no way he paid the full retail price for the phone and then selling it way cheaper than me. Like, that just didn't click at the time. The third thing was she was way too eager to leave. Usually when I have a Kijiji, interaction or whatever, I'm selling or buying from somebody, they take a few minutes to say what's up and like, oh, what you gonna do? What phone did you have before? Blah, blah, make some small talk, whatever. Count the money once they receive it. And then once they receive the money, they'll be like, okay, well, is that everything? Like, are you good? Like, blah, 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 blah. Nah, this girl was like, oh, thank you. Took the money and was like, gone. So that led me to this conclusion. The best way to avoid getting scammed and buying fake items online is to buy it directly from the store. Go to the Apple Store, go to Best Buy, go to Telus or Rogers or wherever, and buy the phone directly from the store. Like, to be honest, it was a good scam. Like, the phone looks great. They got me. I can't even stay mad. They did a good job and they got me. But that being said, the only way to prevent this from happening again is to just buy it from a legitimate source. In true Jamal fashion, right after I came to realization of what happened to me and I got over my little moment of just being annoyed and mad, I went directly to the Apple website, went to the Apple store, purchased the iPhone 12 Max Pro, the Apple Watch SE, and the AirPods Pro. Why? Because I already committed, I knew I wanted an iPhone, and I just was fed up. I'm like, yo, I'm not jumping no more hurdles or hoops or nothing like that. I'm gonna go and buy the phone directly, I'm gonna go pick it up tomorrow, and that's that. That's just the way I operate when I get mad. Okay, so let's look at these two phones side by side. Let's look at the apps. Like, right away you can see where the fake starts falling apart. Look at this. Bro, what exactly is this? Hold on, let's look at the settings page. At first glance, it looks pretty straightforward, and maybe this could be authentic. But the moment you place it beside a real iPhone, oh my God. I can't do this. Like, honestly, I can't do this anymore. This is ridiculous. Like, I'm so annoyed right now. Okay, fine. I'll finish the video. Okay. Look at the way this phone scrolls. Like, it's almost like it's stuck in quicksand or something. iPhones are best known for how good their cameras are. And when I saw the fake cameras, I was like, oh, hell nah. This is so bad, man. Honestly, getting scammed is a horrible feeling. But the best way that I found to get over it is to just tell people about it and laugh about it. Like right after it happened, I talked to my boys and I'm like, yo guys, you won't believe this. I went and bought an iPhone online and it is fake as and they roasted me, of course. I mean, that's what guys do. But at the end of the day, it was something that I turned from like that ashamed like feeling of being like taken advantage of, and I turned it into a joke. Like, and I mean, honestly, it was not a world-changing amount of money or anything that would cripple me or something like that. So at the end of the day, it wasn't too bad. I mean, still annoying, but not too bad. And I was able to get over it. So I recommend to you guys, if you guys got scammed in any which way and you know, you feel bad about it, and I know a lot of people just want to keep it inside because it's embarrassing, but who cares? Tell people about it. I mean, I'm telling all of you guys right now, like who cares? Laugh at me, go crazy in the comments. I don't care. Like it happened, and I mean, it could happen to you too. But the important thing about this video is just to remember, like, there's scams out there, and if you're not really paying attention like I wasn't, then chances are it could happen to you too. So best advice, just buy it from the store, prevent all the other crap from happening, and just be happy that way. But I want to know, have you guys ever fall victim to a scam? Go ahead and tell me in the comments below, and maybe your story can help save somebody else from that scenario as well. So, I mean, if we work together, we get this thing going, we talk about it, it gets it off your chest. Like I said, you won't be embarrassed, you're helping somebody else. It's just a good way to get over these kind of things. One thing I can tell you confidently is I will never, ever purchase another iPhone or electronic device, period, off of Kijiji or Facebook Marketplace. You can bet on that one, buddy. But that's gonna be it for this video. If you made it to the end, you're a real one and I appreciate you. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Until the next one, guys, remember to look, learn, and share. Take it easy, guys. Peace.